Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, welcome to my new Instagram marketing webinar. Today, I'm so excited and I'm so inspired to share with you new powerful tips for Instagram promotion. And I really hope that at the end of this webinar, you will have the same great feeling of inspiration to go and shoot new stories, to shoot new pictures, to create wonderful, engaging captions, and so on. So first, let's get acquainted a little bit. So tell me, who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What is your profession? And the most important thing, why you came here? Why you came here for this webinar? What do you want to learn today? While you're typing, let me introduce myself for those who are here for the first time. So my name is Anne. I work as a marketing manager for Combin team, so I do everything considering content creation. I'm a webinar host, I record podcasts, I write articles, sometimes I shoot video guides, and so on. So what I do, you can always find on our YouTube channel, and you can also find my Instagram podcast. The name of the podcast is Instagram Growth Podcast. So you can find it on any podcast directories that you use. I will share now a link in the chat with you. So this is my podcast on iTunes. And I will also now share a link to Combin YouTube channel, where you can find my video guides and some of my previous webinars. Okay, let me know who is here today. Hi, Anna. Hello, Lily. Hello, Peter. Hi there, sweetie. Hello. Chris says, hi, Anna. Glad to be here again. Okay. Hi from Germany. Hello. Hey, John. Hi, everybody. I'm from London. Would like to get some new tips for Insta promotion. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay. I want to learn some actionable tips for managing my Insta account. Okay, promise you will. Hi, thanks for invitation. And how long have you been hosting these webinars? It's the first one I attend. Oh, I have been hosting these webinars since December last year, I think. So it's almost a year, a little anniversary. And all of the webinars, the previous webinars that you missed, unfortunately, you can find on my YouTube channel. The link is a bit below. Hi from Paris. I'm an owner of a beauty bar, so it would be great to attract more girls to follow my page. Okay, Catherine, I will try to help you. Hi from Germany. Hi, Timmy. Andrew says, good evening, Anna. I'm a blogger. Last month, I'm not having any growth, only drop in engagement and story views. So I'm here to get some inspiration and find new ways to be creative and outstanding. This is what I'm talking about, inspiration. I'm inspired and I'm going to share this inspiration with you. Hello, Anna, I'm from Boston. Hello, Rachel. I attend every single webinar you host, and I've already implemented most of your tips in life. So after today's webinar, I hope to get the same results. Okay. Hola from Spain, Benita. Hola, Diego. Hi from Sweden. I work for a marketing agency and want to get new ideas for content creation. Okay, I promise to share some. Hey, Anna. Hey, Kai. First time here, hope to learn a lot. Oh, welcome, welcome. How can I use Combin for business to business marketing? You mean business subscription? That means that you can manage more than one account, up to 15. So in case you work for a marketing agency, when you need to manage a lot of accounts, one personal, one for business, one for this, one for that, that is why Combin business subscription is the thing that you need. Hi from Paris. My profile was growing steadily and I saw a drop in followers and likes since last October. Yes, this is this terrible Instagram algorithm changes that nobody know when and what is happening. So today I will share some tips how to still keep engaging and interesting profile. What can you do? What ideas can you implement in life in order to keep your followers engaged and want your followers to come back for more. My name is Gaurav from London. I'm a musician. Oh, that's nice. Welcome to my new webinar. I think we can start. So everybody who wanted to come is here. So today, as promised, I'm talking about Instagram powerful tips for Instagram promotion. And let's first speak about Instagram and its changes. Just a few words, okay? We all know that over last few years, Instagram has evolved from a simple photo sharing app into a really powerful sales machine. It's a platform for marketing, for sales, for business, for everything. And it has a great marketing potential. So it's no wonder that big and small businesses seek out Instagram inspiration to create a winning strategy and to beat competitors and to become the best in their niche. Although more and more companies use social media marketing for business, many brands still fail on Instagram for two main reasons. First, they do not learn from others' mistakes, and the second one, they are not inspired to make up creative ideas. So, before you start working on your marketing strategy or before you start changing your marketing strategy, make sure you've boosted Instagram inspiration. And now I'm going to tell you why Instagram inspiration really matters. But I'm sure you can do it yourself. You know it yourself that if you are not inspired and you sit just here and you do not what to post next, what should I write in a caption, what stories should I shoot, and why should I do this? So you are not inspired. And this is actually big problem. Good evening from Germany. Hello, Germany. So gone are these days when Instagram presence could be an option for marketers. Today, Instagram has huge marketing potential for businesses of all sizes and all kinds of industries. Statistics says that nowadays on Instagram there are 25 million businesses and over 2 million advertisers who use Instagram to share their stories, to drive business results, and it's really hard now to cut through the noise. Brands seek out creative ways to reach out to their audience, interact with followers, and convince them to choose their products over other options. And the easiest way to do this is to find this Instagram inspiration from the best brands out here. So, to learn from them, to get motivated, and implement the similar strategies that work. So for this webinar, I picked 15 well-known brands on Instagram and I analyzed their strategies. And today I'm ready to show you what they do to be so popular, engaging, and interesting. You're going today to learn from the best. Each brand today will give you 3 secret tips to get more followers, story views, comments, likes, etc. Engagement. So one word, engagement. But please note one thing. So today you will learn these strategies from really big and well-known brands on Instagram. But I'm not telling you that you should just take these tips, take their strategies, and go implement them in life. You can a bit change them. You can implement similar strategies that work. So the main thing for me that is important that you understand is the idea of engagement. And so today I will try to make you understand what I'm talking about. So tell me in the chat, guys, are you ready? Ready to get new powerful tips for Instagram promotion? Send me some smile or yes or something. Ready. Okay, then here we go. Ready, Freddy? Are you ready, Freddy? It's a familiar song. I think it's Freddie Mercury. Okay, so let's start then. So the first brand I'm going to talk about today is Nike. Nike is one of the largest brands with an army of fans all around the globe, so it's no wonder the brand's marketing team knows how to implement a productive Instagram marketing strategy that attracts followers, that keeps them engaged, and increases sales, of course. So, with over 95 million followers, the brand is the third most followed brand account after Instagram and National Geographic. And that means that not only a lot of engagement, but also a ton of conversations happen here. So the first hint for you is the word conversation. So what makes these brands so popular? Working in a hyper competitive market, Nike knows that customers are bombarded with brand information that really annoys. Thus, the company uses Instagram to sell products without selling. Instead of showing off its products with product tags or with Instagram shoppable feature, Nike uses Nike uses emotions, and it uses some emotional triggers to evoke feelings that really influence decision making. Since the brand uses emotive motivation, it evokes an emotional response in followers who come back for more. In other words, Nike helps followers build self belief, which creates an emotional bond with customers. So, what can be the Instagram inspiration to take away? Sell dreams, do not sell products, and you will encourage customers to choose your brand over others. And as I promised, 3 tips from each brand. Know your customers' pain points to create content around these topics. Combine visual and text content to evoke emotions. And feature your products without a focus on them, just like Nike does. Okay, the second one brand I think everybody knows here as one of the most popular coffee chains in the world. Starbucks needs no introduction, and the company is really killing it on Instagram. In my previous webinars, I was also using Starbucks as an example of great stories and of great posts. So, with the average of 170,000 likes and 3,000 comments per post, Starbucks generates a ton of engagement. Although the brand invests in creating colorful and creative photos, it also posts user generated content. And 93% of consumers find user generated content to be helpful. Back in 2014, Starbucks ran the white cup contest to encourage its customers to doodle on their cups and post a photo of the finished product on social media. And they did it for a chance to have their design printed on a limited edition Starbucks reusable plastic cups. The campaign resulted in 4,000 tries in just 3 weeks. Today, Starbucks constantly gets many images of their products, and the company posts its followers' content to provide customers with a chance to be featured, cause a buzz around their coffee chain, and drive engagement. Since the account has over 18 million followers, it is an honor for customers to be featured on their profile. And in other words, user generated content is a chance for Starbucks customers to gain exposure, and it's also a way for the brand to connect with customers and interact with them without spending much budget. So, what is Instagram inspiration to take away here? Turn your followers into brand advocates. This will help you to spread the word about your product on Instagram. And some more tips: collaborate with influencers, not just common users, to get first user generated content photos. Encourage them, use call to action to produce user generated content photos. Like and comment on images, or you can run contests or provide rewards, etc. There are many ways how to use call to action. And ask permission before publishing images and tag photo authors. It's also it's useful thing. When you ask permission, people start trusting you. They understand that you really care for them. Okay, the third one. The third one brand is Sephora. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but in my language, the it is like Sephora, but I think for French it's Sephora, something like that. Okay, I think this brand is familiar for girls mostly, but still, before selling your products, you need to establish authority in the field. And Sephora here is a great example of this tactic. With so many options on the market, niche expertise is what makes you one step ahead of your competitors who hope for attention of the same audience. Once you have gained authority and credibility, your followers will be more likely to choose you over others. As a chain of cosmetic stores, Sephora shares beauty tips and tricks with the audience to gain trust. The company uploads both regular posts and Instagram stories to provide its followers with valuable information about the product reviews, beauty trends, and tips. And in partnership with brand ambassadors and micro influencers, the company produces content that improves the customer journey through product education. Since Sephora collaborates with beauty experts, the company also demonstrates its beauty expertise, which helps to attract more followers and gain trust and become an option when it comes to making purchase decision. So the Instagram inspiration here: become first an expert in the niche to increase brand. Some three tips. It is share your achievements with the audience, testimonials, reviews, etc. Achievements is something that is really important if you sell something, if you sell some physical products. First of all, if I want to buy something on Instagram, for example, I'm looking for perfume, and I found some Instagram page here with perfume, and everything is beautiful, feed is beautiful, aesthetics is okay, a lot of followers, a lot of engagement. But still, if I do not see any review from the customers, so how can I trust the brand? For me, no way. So please do not forget about this. Also, invite niche experts to share their tips and tricks. Niche expert is not the same as an influencer. So niche expert, it is the person who is really familiar with the issue and the person who can give you qualified advice and professional help, professional tips. An influencer is just a person with a huge following, with a huge engagement rate. There are no guarantee that it will be exact your niche. And launch your Instagram TV channel to upload long form videos that can provide value to your customers. Instagram TV and any video content will be a trend of 2020. So please start doing it today. You actually needed to start doing like half a year ago, but still start doing today in order to be on the top next year. So the fourth brand for today is GoPro. On Instagram, not all brands focus accounts on themselves. For example, look at GoPro. The popularity of GoPro on Instagram is based on two main factors. It promotes a lifestyle of adventure, and it features customers instead of selling and focusing on the brand itself. The company admits the success of this strategy, by the way. They say that their products in the hand of their customers enable compelling and, what is most important thing, authentic content that organically increases awareness for GoPro and drive demand for our products. So, here GoPro is not like a brand selling something, but like an influencer who is holding something in his hand and selling, oh, that's okay, that's a nice product, I really enjoyed this, look what pictures I made, look what videos I shot with GoPro. So here the brand is not like the brand, but the brand the same as an influencer. The brand uses the power of storytelling. Oh, sorry. So the brand uses the power of storytelling to increase engagement on Instagram, and it gives results. GoPro expanded its audience by 1.3 million users, and it got 92,000 mentions of their hashtag GoPro Awards in 2018. Plus, the company launched the new GoPro Hero 7 in September of last year, and it's up to nearly 260,000 hashtag mentions, and it's really counting. Using visual storytelling is a part of emotional marketing, and emotional marketing helps you to engage followers on a more deeper level. To create a connection with your potential customers, think about making your followers the heroes of your story. So like they are the most important thing of your marketing strategy and of everything that you do on Instagram. So Instagram inspiration to take away from GoPro: use storytelling to create an emotional connection with your followers. Some more tips: start with the story about your company and the people behind it. The most important, of course, people behind it. Make your customer the hero of your story and upload a post with multiple photos or multiple videos to tell your story within one post. Sometimes, and nowadays, by the way, I was talking about that on my previous webinars, but still, for those who are here, for those who are here for the first time, nowadays people tend to watch stories more than look for posts. It's the statistics is just amazing. It's kind of 80% of all Instagram users tend to watch Instagram stories instead of posts. So upload a post with multiple photos or videos to tell your story within one post and not to divide it on different posts, because you will not have more engagement from this. So no use for that. And the fifth brand for today is ASOS. Putting diversity at the heart of marketing campaigns is not a new concept, but still, diversity is a trend for 2020. Many brands feature models of all sizes, genders, ages these days, but ASOS has many fans who value the brand's inclusive attitude, so it receives even more praise than usual. In 2019, it's important to seek out alternative ways to communicate with the different individuals in the market. All of this, again, I will repeat once again, the diversity and individuality, these are one of the most important trends for the next year on social media. Just remember my words. For this reason, ASOS posts images that show off people of all shapes, sizes, sexualities, backgrounds, genders, ages in a natural way. Plus, these images help potential customers as they can understand better whether featured items can fit them or no. Diversity marketing is not an option these days if you want to sell your products to a wider audience and keep your customers satisfied. So, break down stereotypes to win a wider audience. For this, you first of all, of course, need to do market research on social media to understand who is your target audience. So, for whom you should post stories, for who you should, write captions, and do they need captions at all? Invite your Instagram followers to become brand ambassadors. Yes, just let them introduce yourself to the world. And know your customers' pain points and make them believe in themselves. So show them that they are the best, and your service, your product, your clothes, your anything that you offer them will only make them better. Okay, guys, so how are you? Are you alive here? We still have 10 more brands to talk about, and that means 30 tips for you. So how are you? Tell me, please. Yeah, going great. Okay. Отлично. Super. Okay, guys. Let me now make a little break, as I've already told you a few times today about trends for 2020 for the next year. So let me do kind of announcement for you. So you know that I usually host webinars twice a month. So the next webinar will be on the 11th of December. And please, guys, do not miss this webinar because there will be an invited guest. It will be Johannes Kanter. It is a great market specialist. So he has really a great website, great work, great articles. He teaches Instagram marketing and marketing on social media. Wait a minute, I will share with you his official website. So the next webinar, again, I will repeat, on the 11th of December, we will host a webinar together, and we will talk about Insta Trends for 2020. So this is his website. You can check it out, and it's worth coming here in a 2 weeks time. So we will be speaking about Instagram trends for 2020, and I think it will be the last webinar this year. I mean, in this year for Combin Team. Okay, so let's come back. Want to ask a question, please? Okay, you are free to ask any questions, but I promise to answer them at the end of my presentation. Sorry. So when I tell you everything about Insta tips and Insta brands that are popular on Instagram, I promise I will answer all of your questions. Thank you. So let's continue. The sixth brand we're talking about today is Converse. So in the digital era, customers are fed up with overly polished advertising that seems to be too good to be true. And to sell on Instagram, there is no need to do macro product photography. Converse teaches us that your products can still play second fiddle. You can, by the way, now see it on your screens. The company lays a bet on lifestyle images to sell experiences your clients can get with your products, and it really pays off. Images grab the audience attention as they show what kind of customer buys the product being sold. Lifestyle images tell stories and speak directly to your followers, and therefore create an emotional bond with your potential customers. Remember, emotional marketing is the strongest marketing. And inspiration that you can take from this brand: post lifestyle photos to show how your product would fit customers' needs. Learn more about your customers' way of living. Again, learn your target audience. Rely on user-generated content to get genuine lifestyle images. So I'm not talking now about that you should repost all the content that user provide you with. You just can have a look at what content do they post. I mean, matching your product or your service, and to do the same, to be close to people, to be closer to your target audience, and also show your product without keeping a focus on it. So for example, if you are a watch brand, you do not need to post photos of your watches just like in 100% zoom. No, just post a photo of a beautiful girl walking somewhere in the park wearing your watch, something like that. It's not obligatory to keep your product in focus. The seventh brand for today is Airbnb, with unique recommendations in more than 34,000 cities and 191 countries. It's hard for Airbnb to show off every single flat on Instagram. So the company is focused on building brand awareness and sparking followers' interest in the service by showcasing magical experiences. Since the majority of images come straight from travel bloggers or other guests that have used the Airbnb service, Instagram feed looks authentic and posts receive a lot of interactions. What is more, Airbnb used video carousel ads to run an Instagram ad campaign that resulted in 125 million people and 6-point lift in purchase intent in Germany and Australia. In other words, Airbnb's target audience enjoys more authentic travel experiences. Guys, if you missed my previous webinar dedicated to Instagram ads, you can watch a replay on Combin YouTube channel. Just type Combin into YouTube search field and you will find the channel easily. Or you can find the link I posted at the beginning of the webinar. So, Instagram inspiration to take from Airbnb. Focus on experiences your followers can get with your brand to get more consumers. So again, it is not the same as user-generated content. It is kind of result. It is kind of something that they can come to if they use your service or your product or something like that. Here, I would also speak about user success story. So for example, if you have a person who is really happy about your product or about your service, you can invite him for an interview, record it and post to Instagram TV. And you can also make it a tradition, like one happy customer each month, and upload these videos to your Instagram channel. I think that's a great idea. What else we can take from Airbnb? Create relevant hashtags to collect customer feedback. So again, to know what your customer think, to know that your customer really expect from you. Again, to know your target audience. Invite customers to reveal the benefits of your product through their eyes. This is a person success story, so customer success story. And give featured followers photo credit to encourage others to produce content and increase brand awareness and increase brand loyalty. Then, this is a brand that is famous and that it doesn't need any introduction, but still, Lacoste. So the history of Lacoste dates back to 1933, when the iconic brand was created by French tennis legend René Lacoste. So the company is proud of its history as it proves potential customers the quality of their products. Moreover, Lacoste uses creative methods to combine the history and the present trends to remind followers that their products never go out of style. Have a look at the next slide, please. Here you can actually see this, that they really combine the history, the past, and the present trends. As a company with a long story, Lacoste needs to keep a balance between sticking to its principles and being innovative to attract new customers. Thus, combining the past and present is a great way to achieve business goals. So, do not be afraid to combine the power of brand history and authenticity to stay more relevant to a new generation of consumers. What can be the tips here? You can take user behind the scenes to tell more about the history of your brand. Behind the scenes practice is good for not every day, but maybe every week practice for Insta stories. So if you do not know what to shoot, just take people behind the scenes. Show them what is here, who created the brand, who created this, who created that, who's responsible for design, who's responsible for shooting, who's responsible for captions, who's responsible for, managing an Instagram account for your company, anything. So tell your followers what the company stands for, so the company's principles, and also try to turn boring stories into interesting ones with creative images and creative captions. Lancome. Since Instagram's demographic is primarily female, it's not wonder that the beauty niche is hyper-competitive on the platform. And for beauty brands of all sizes, it's important to stay one step ahead of their competitors. So this brand tries to provide its followers with valuable information about the product's benefits. In honor of a new product launch, Lancome created a new Instagram Stories highlight to keep all relevant information about its cult favorite Ultra Wear foundation. Girls will understand what I'm talking about now. So once followers are interested in these groups of products, it's easy for them to learn more by tapping stories highlights from a variety of shades to influencers recommendation. You can see it now on your screens. When discovering products on the platform, potential customers cannot see, cannot touch, cannot try out real items before buying it. And since brands should showcase products in the way so that the followers could buy products sight unseen, it's really cool to write about your products, and it's a must on Instagram. So it's like here, you see, it lasts all day, so it's matte finish and the color is perfect, the coverage is perfect, everything. So inspiration here. Try to explain the benefits of your products to interest your followers. Not just, hello, this is my new product, this is my new service, the price is this, and you can buy it from our online store or here with the discount of 50% today. No, why the person should go to your website to check the price, to see the characteristics? Why? Tell him benefits. This is what he really needs to understand to make a choice in your favor. Okay, some other tips. Focus on how your customers can benefit with your products. Provide followers with relevant and in-depth information on your product, and use the power of ephemeral content to cause a buzz around your brand. Okay? So here I'm talking about Insta stories that will disappear in 24 hours, etc. Let me have a look at the chat. Polly, thank you. Very interesting webinar, but I need to drop. How to get the recording tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Polly, but I think she's not here, but still, thanks. Yes, the recording will be sent to you tomorrow and will be available on our YouTube channel. So please, guys, who still not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do, in order not to miss some very important information, some video guides that can be of help for you, and so on. Please subscribe. So let's continue. Oreo. With nothing but cookies as the product, it could be really hard for Oreo to cut through the noise on social media. However, the company stays current and comes up with creative ideas to show off its product in a fun and interesting way. As a result, the company produces visually appealing content that attracts attention. To demonstrate this, I took a screenshot of their video on Instagram account, a video of let me tell you about that. So you remember the buzz around the Game of Thrones final season, and the brand not only released the limited edition cookies, but also recreated a Game of Thrones intro with more than 2,000 Oreo cookies in collaboration with HBO and Elastic. As the company leverages Instagram videos and this type of content works well for the audience, it's no wonder that the company has put effort into creating an interactive video. Unfortunately, I cannot provide you with a video demonstrating here during my presentation, only a screenshot, but please do check out this video. It's beautiful, and it's an amazing idea. It's an amazing marketing idea that really demonstrates that it's really important to create buzz. Okay, so it's no doubt that the company knows how trends work, which leads to high user engagement on Instagram, brand awareness, and a solid following. So what can be an Instagram inspiration? Stay up to date with situational marketing to cause a buzz around your product. Stay up to date. What do I mean? Just a few more details. Just like today, everybody in social media marketing now and in Instagram marketing is talking about, oh, Instagram hides likes. What will happen with us in the future? So this is marketing trend nowadays. This is the thing that everybody are discussing. But do not do it now, because this topic already on the top, and everybody, and your neighbor and your ex-boyfriend and your future girlfriend, everybody have already discussed that on their blogs. So you need to notice these marketing trends at the beginning. So for this, you need to stay up to date, to read articles, to read news, to be eager to learn something new every day. Uh, Keep an eye on the news to provide a hyper-personalized experience that matters to customers. Produce a high-quality situational post and publish it on time, not when it is already being discussed from every corner. And plan your social media posts. Plan it, by the way, with Content Scheduler. I see that somebody wrote here that channel does not exist. Let me check that. Um, Please remove the point at the end of the link, or I will do it for you. Give me a sec. It's like this, just the point at the end of the link, and this was the reason. Okay, so let's continue. The 11th brand for today is Madewell. Like any company, Madewell wants to grow its revenue, so the company has started selling on Instagram to improve the shopping experience for its customers. One thing that makes this brand so eye-catching on the platform is that it is focused on e-commerce optimization. The easier the buying process is, the more customers buy. And when I do an account audit, Instagram account audit for brands or for businesses, I always say I think the easiest thing when you create a service or product that you are going to sell. So you need to present to the customer, to a potential customer, all the information so that he comes to your Instagram profile and he sees everything that he really needs to know before making a decision to buy. So he sees the price, he sees where you can ship the product, he can understand if you ship it worldwide or are you a local based business. He knows everything about characteristics of the product. He can see other customers' reviews and any kind of these things. So I'm not a businesswoman, but I think you should really understand that if you have a business on Instagram and if you really want to make money from a business. So do not forget about this. A person should not come to your Instagram profile and see there, just scroll your feed trying to find a price or trying to find some shipping details. No, he also should not have to go and direct message you or email you and wait for an answer for, I don't know, for 1,000 years. No, he should not even try to call you. If you try to organize a business on Instagram, please be transparent, be clear. Okay, so I hope you got me. So since Instagram rolls out different business-specific features to promote social shopping, Madewell makes the most out of these innovations to increase e-commerce sales. From using product tags and product stickers to grouping items in stories highlights, the company knows how to convince its followers to buy in-app. Simply put, Madewell uses Instagram as another marketplace for selling e-goods, and it makes the most out of Instagram features to allow customers to buy without leaving the app, without emailing them, without direct messaging them, without phoning to their company, without all of this, okay? So Instagram inspiration to take away: help your customers buy products in-app with e-commerce optimization to drive sales. How else you can make yourself transparent and clear on Instagram as a brand? So optimize your Instagram bio to inform visitors and followers about your brand and products. Show off products on Instagram via newsfeed and stories or Insta stories highlights. It's a great way, it's a great place to showcase all of this information about price, shipping details, the cost of all of these characteristics, and maybe the number of your products and the photo of your products, everything. And use product tags and stickers to provide followers with information about the items. Okay, let me know, guys. How are you? Aren't you tired of the ton of information that I provide you with? So, what do you think? Do you agree with me that when you want to buy something on Instagram and when you find the profile that actually maybe a profile that you would like to buy from, so is it important for you to find this information like pricing, shipping details, characteristics, and so on? Price tag. So let me know please in the chat. Hi from UK. Hello. Hello, hello. Instagram shopping is not available for my account. I do not know the reason. Okay, it's interesting. By the way, I was wondering if you need a webinar dedicated to Instagram shopping, but when I asked, nobody responded. So maybe yes. Do I need to host a webinar about Instagram shopping, about Instagram shoppable feature, shopping tags, and something like that? Would that be interesting? Yes, would be great. I do not have anything to sell, but I expect it will be useful if you had products. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. And by the way, also think about this, like you sell something and your competitor sells something, and for example your competitor has all the information about pricing, shipping, characteristics, and something like that on their Instagram account, and you do not have the pricing information. And who do you think your potential customer will choose, you or that person, that competitor who has all the pricing information? Of course, it's another by the way, Instagram trend, and it's a live trend and Instagram trend. So nowadays we do everything very fast. So we go fast, we drive fast, we eat fast, this coffee on the go. So you see people tend to fast actions, to activity, and so people do not want to spend time on sending you email, calling you, scrolling your feed to find maybe some information about the price or something like that. So he goes to a competitor, sees everything, and just taps one button, and here we go, he got that product from him, not from you. So once again, be transparent, be clear. So yes, sure, the webinar would be great. Okay, guys, then promise to make the webinar dedicated to Instagram shoppable feature next year already, because I'll repeat that on the 11th of December, we will have a webinar with Johannes Kanter, Instagram marketing expert, and we will talk about these Insta trends for 2020. Can you do this with affiliate links and products like Amazon? What exactly? What this? By the way, or do they need to be your own products? If we talk about shopping on Instagram, I think it's better when they are your own products, so they are your own business. By the way, you can watch my webinar on YouTube channel, How to Make Money for Instagram. There were tips for brands, influencers, and just common users. So how to earn on Instagram. And there I was talking about affiliate links and influencer marketing and shout outs, everything. And I also shared some services where you can find the information about this. Okay, so let's continue. We have 4 more brands to talk about. So the 12th brands for today is Taco Bell. With the rapid growth of Instagram marketing, having an attention-grabbing Instagram feed is a proven way to cut through the noise and attract new followers and boost engagement. Just take a look at Taco Bell's account on Instagram. The company has a focus on youth-based demographic, so it combines the sense of humor and creativity to produce eye-catching content that holds followers' attention. For Taco Bell, the sky is the limit when it comes to creating visuals that show off their products. Even the craziest ideas are welcomed. As the company has youth as the target audience, they love such innovations as these images are memorable. And the company brilliantly uses Instagram to promote its products with the help of creative visuals. Planning the feed in advance, the company has a consistent feed that sinks in the mind of its target audience. But if you are new to Instagram marketing, you can always rely on social media templates to create attractive images. So don't be shy, don't be afraid to post creative images, to post crazy images to grab and hold your audience attention. But remember that you need to stick to this theme. So if you decide to post these creative images and really some crazy content, yes, you will be outstanding and you will not be like others. But do not forget to be like this always. And sometimes it can be really difficult. So once again, tips. Stick to one grid layout, theme, color palette, and filter. Stay creative to produce eye-catching images and photos, and use Combin Scheduler to plan your content and preview the feed. Yes, you can do it with our new application, Combin Scheduler. Then, Dove. For those that can take advantage of diversity marketing that we were talking about before, here is another successful example by Dove. The company believes that the beauty comes in all shapes and sizes and ages, and its marketing strategy is aimed at helping female consumers improve self-esteem. Creating a special hashtag, Real Beauty, Dove spreads its beauty diversity message on Instagram. Obviously, this tactic increases brand trust and loyalty and brand awareness. Let's have a look at Dove's Show Us campaign. After doing research, the company has found that 70% of women still do not feel represented by everyday images in the media, and Dove runs a campaign that encourages females to break beauty stereotypes and share genuine images of themselves. Now you can see only one photo, but actually this is a carousel, and they have like show us age, show us size, show us the profession, something like that. It's a very interesting campaign, so please do not be lazy to check it out later or just right now on Instagram. Instead of promoting its products, Dove helps its customers solve their pain points by promoting the idea of diversity. We're different, but that's cool. As a result, people feel valued and connected, so they trust the brand. So develop a diversity marketing strategy to reach more potential consumers, especially knowing and having in mind that diversity marketing is the trend of 2020. So put your customers first, do research to learn more about your new market groups, and listen to your followers, to understand their pain points, to understand what is really important for them and where you could help them in what way. The 14th brand is Dagonet. Instagram marketing is not just about promoting beauty products, clothes, jewelry, or food. It's also a good marketplace to target your niche audience. What about selling hand painted wallpapers on Instagram? With the right visual strategy, Dagournay knows how to promote the world's most luxurious hand painted wallpapers, fabrics, and porcelain. Showing off wallpapers from different angles on Instagram is not enough to sell these products. And I think it's not enough for not only for this product but for any other. With the proper visual strategy, Instagram can sell the lifestyle instead of the product itself. So Dagournay sticks to this idea. From sharing interior design options to posting featured content, the company is focused on using lifestyle content that shows potential customers what they can get with the brand and encourages the use of the product. The company uses product placement technique to show off its products on Instagram without being too salesy. And since the majority of people are visually oriented, especially on Instagram, beautiful images, catch their attention and they become interested in featured items. So use a strong visual presentation. Do not underestimate visuals nowadays. So use a strong visual presentation to attract and engage the niche audience. For this, you again need to analyze your niche customers and their lifestyle priorities, incorporate lifestyle content into your Instagram marketing strategy, and invest in creating a strong visual brand identity. So, again, I will tell you a bit more about trends, lifestyle, no filters, naturalness. These are the trends for the next year. So do not try to show people some luxurious things. Think about it. If this brand posted photos of these wallpapers in some luxurious hotels or in some luxurious accommodation, I don't know, would that be so popular? No, only because they post lifestyle content. This is why, because they attract and they make it possible to engage with them. And the last account for today is MailChimp. When a company is focused on selling products and services to other businesses, Instagram is not the most obvious marketing tool to promote a business. However, MailChimp is a good example of how to promote your products no matter who your target audience is. So the company is known for the do-it-yourself email solution for businesses, but it uses Instagram to build brand awareness, interact with customers, and increase sales. So what makes MailChimp so popular? The company actually knows that there is a human behind every business. So they are focused on satisfying customers' needs, even though they are a B2B company. For example, MailChimp explains to its followers the benefits of the products and shows how it helps to save time in a funny and creative way. Here, what I'm talking about, it's video guide, Q&A sessions, so something that can help them to save their time using the product. Here on the screens, on this screenshot, it's actually a video, but I cannot demonstrate a video, unfortunately, but you can check it out later at the MailChimp Instagram account. So with the help of a short video, MailChimp educates its followers, helping its customers make the right purchase decision to save their time, effort, and money. So the bottom line here, MailChimp proves that Instagram is right for B2B companies to get business results. So even if you are a B2B, don't be afraid to drive into competition. So you need to explain to followers how to solve their pain points to promote even B2B products. And the tip today from this company, bring the human touch, be a human. Think about your customers and their problems and provide followers with educational content. Provide followers with value, always. So guys, are you ready to implement some of the above mentioned strategies to make your Instagram account more popular? Show me that you are. Send a thumb up or smile or anything to the chat to let me know that you like my presentation, that you like my webinar. Okay, I'm waiting. Lily, thanks for sharing these tips. Thank you, Lily, for coming here. Cody, thanks for these tips and for your work, and you're welcome. Thanks. This was very interesting. You're welcome, welcome. You are the best, Anna. Thank you, John. So while you are still here, most of you, let me introduce our new service for these who are not familiar with this. Okay, let me do this. InstaCheck. So we have a new service that is free by now. It is called InstaCheck. So what we do here is that we audit your Instagram account. All you need to do to get your account audited by me, by Instagram expert, is to subscribe to the page InstaCheck in Facebook, to like it, and to submit your username to get free account audit. By now, it is free. But as soon as we get promoted, we are going to close this door. So if you want me to audit your Instagram account, your username, your profile photo, your engagement, your content creation, anything, your bio, if you want me to point out what you are doing wrong and what you are doing right, so just welcome. Just submit your username to the messages of this page, or you can also submit it here to the chat. I will write it out and I will prepare an audit of your Instagram account. So I hope you will find this service useful and you think that you are eager to get qualified Instagram help. InstaDoctor is here. Okay. So do you have any more questions, some ideas or recommendations for me considering this webinar or the future webinars or Combin Scheduler or anything about that? If yes, please share in the chat. I'll also will repeat once again that we have a podcast. I'm a podcast host also. This is Oh, sorry. Here the link does not work properly. I will send you one more time. So this is the link to podcast in Apple Podcasts, but you can find my show on any podcast directory that you use. Is it a Castbox or something like that? It is called Instagram Growth Podcast. The design is similar to my presentations and to InstaCheck group, so you will recognize that, and my voice, I hope. So please subscribe, give me some rates, send me reviews. Also, you can submit me the topics you want me to speak on. Again, Combin YouTube channel, where you can find all the previous webinars and guides. Please subscribe in order not to miss some important informations. Facebook group InstaCheckout. If you want to get your account audited by me for free, please submit your username here in group messages. Combin on Trello. It is here. Here, you can see what our development team is working on, what features are being explored, and what we have already implemented, and so on. By the way, you can also on Trello easily suggest your idea, new filter, or new feature, and add it to our Trello roadmap. And we are waiting to get some new ideas from all of you. And our blog also, where you can find some interesting marketing ideas and some tips also. Please welcome. Once again, I remind you about InstaCheck. please subscribe. Please submit your username to get free account audit. And I'll remind you about the next webinar that is going to take place on the 11th of December with Instagram marketing expert Johannes Cantor. We will talk about Instagram trends for the next year, for 2020. So I'm waiting for all of you here. The information and the registration page you will find, I think, next week on our website, combin.com. Also, 2 days prior the webinar in the app pop-up, and I will also send an email invitations. So please, sometimes it is better to, by the way, visit our website and to register from there. So in a week's time, waiting for you here with your registration on my future webinar. Okay, Nikita, thank you for submitting your username. So guys, any more questions, ideas, recommendations? How was today's webinar? Did you like it? Great voice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, great. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for finding some time and coming today. Was great. Thanks. Good content, Anna. Question in Q&A. Oh, sorry. It was the first one. We'll watch more in the future. Thank you. Welcome. A question from John in the Q&A section. So, does Insta Shopping have a geoblock feature? I sell to retailers in New Zealand, but online for the rest of the world. So need to block the sale in New Zealand. I think yes, but I'm not sure, and I'll figure it out when I host the webinar about Instagram shopping feature, I promise. I think yes, but I'm not sure. Maybe it depends on something else. Thank you guys for coming today. Thank you for subscribing to my podcast, to YouTube channel, to InstaChat. Thank you for being so active in the chat, for talking to me, for reacting. It's important because I understand that I'm talking to people, to an audience, and not just to the air. Okay, so waiting for all of you on the 11th of December on my next webinar. It would be great to analyze more individual anonymous profiles to see what's working well and what could be improved. Okay, thank you for the idea. So you all know my email. In case you have any feedback, comments, suggestion, offer for collaboration, considering podcasts or webinars or articles or anything, welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you really liked my webinar and you do not regret spending time with me today, this evening. So I wish you to have a good day, good morning, good evening, good night. So hear you and see you in 2 weeks' time on the 11th of December. Thank you for coming here and goodbye.